Yo, we're back with another one. I'm gonna go over what trade we took today. It was a great one, honestly. It was a banger. I don't tend to necessarily get the chance to trade ES and NQ as much as I used to because usually I'll catch like a forex trade early in the day or like within like 8 a.m. open. So I'll be done with trading before actually New York open. Plus, directionally speaking, it's not as easy to determine as always. So it's like whenever I see A plus setups though, or whenever I'm looking towards them, I usually tend to hit. So let's talk about what we saw really, because it wasn't complex. I mean, all we really need to know here is this. Actually, let me scale up a little bit for full context. So earlier in the week, I did this analysis on NQ. It's like weekly sweep of liquidity. Interesting. We're going to follow this by a weekly breakout structure. If not, we're just going to sweep and then tap into here and maybe head down. But odds are we're going to sweep this high, right? So what do I do on the daily? I look into it a little bit further and I notice that, okay, we had a bearish order block right here that was invalidated because we stood here, then decided to break out. How can I know that? On the 4 hour. This was the bearish order block. I noticed that we even swept it during previous day. But what happened? We said, nope, we're going higher. So at this point, I'm thinking daily, even though it has not broken structure yet, internally we are bullish and high time frame suggest that we do go higher. So my bias on the 4 hour was already bullish because of structure. On the hourly was also bullish because of structure, and market's about to open. So really, there's not much left for me to actually enter this trade. So now at this point, I'm thinking hourly is good. As you can tell, 15 minutes is also good. Hourly, 15-minute, 4 hour, and daily is also in line with this bias that I have been building. So at this point, I'm just looking at which low is going to get taken. That's it for me. It's like market opens. I know that we build liquidity and then we take it. Just show me where you're going to take it. And a good trick that I'll actually show you guys is usually the sweeps with an NQ as far as market open goes or ES happen at these divergence point between the two. So if one breaks structure whereas the other one doesn't yet, odds are that's probably going to result in a sweep, meaning you should probably wait before you enter. If not, wait for the break on the other one before you can confidently say that we're likely going to go higher. Because most of the time you'll notice that maybe ES will break and then NQ won't. And then that breakup structure immediately gets invalidated and you get stopped out. So having both of them aligned increases your odds of success dramatically, honestly. But still, 15 minutes is good, and I just mark out these lows as far as where liquidity is. At this point, really, 5-minute structure doesn't really mean much to me to begin with, but this right here was a 5-minute liquidity sweep, right, off of like this hourly sort of low. If you look here on the hourly, this was a sort of hourly low. So I just look at this and I'm thinking, perfect. I mean, it's currently, it was, I believe, around 10 a.m.-ish, like right around that 10 a.m. open mark. So yeah, we had the 9:50 macro open. I was like, beautiful, nice sweep into that. And then we practically closed underneath, above that 5-minute low, or like just by a little bit. To me, I was like, oh, interesting. I would have loved for us to close a little bit higher so that I could enter with more confidence. So what I did is let me wait for this invalidation of this fair value gap right here. So when I saw that and a revisit of this newly made fair value gap here and a reaction off of it, thinking we're good to go. That's pretty much all I need. At that point, targeted the previous day's high, well, the big high on the daily, midpoint, and then the nearest interim high, which pretty much led to all take profits getting hit. And on top of all that happening, yesterday we had a first basis cut for in years, right? I mean, in a very long time. So to that, even added to the bias further. Caught a very nice 1-to-7 banger, made about 4.5-ish, 5R off of this. Beautiful trade. Very happy with how it went. It's the third trade of the week for me. Currently up 6R on the week. So yeah, quality, not quantity. Don't forget. Talk soon, and make sure to subscribe and like if you do find this educational. Join the Discord because I literally drop all of this in there for free.